돌아도. 아니 살짝 들어. 이쪽으로 보시죠.
Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new.
It doesn't matter. You're not going to.